Watch this.
Can I stop you 1 second? With all due respect, with all due respect, I'm actually not going to talk about this.
Not at all. You're not going to talk about it.
I,
And why
I
are you laughing?
I'm laughing because in the intro when you said, "Oh yes, we'll be talking about what happened with
I saw you
BAFTA,"
chuckle a little bit. You
because I
smiled
said,
over
"No,
there.
we're not."
When I saw the clip of that, we immediately looked to your face. And we were searching your face. How would I respond to that? And how is this man who is an elder who we look up to, how is he responding to it?
Sure.
And I wanted to know what you told your son, what you told Michael B. Jordan afterwards.
Mike and I spoke on, this is Tuesday. Mike and I spoke on Sunday for the first time, just amongst ourselves. Individually, we both had similar responses because you have to understand, we had jobs to do.
Did you catch what just happened there? He told her he didn't want to talk about it. She didn't push. She didn't pivot to something safer. She didn't laugh it off. She re-asked the question respectfully. And then she did something that most people cannot tolerate. She stayed silent. And that silence is where you'll often find the truth. Hey friends, I'm Sasha-Ann Simons. I'm a longtime journalist in both the US and Canada who's currently based in Chicago. And the journalist that you just watched in action is Tonya Mosley. She is so great, right? And if you're unfamiliar, just Google her. Tonya Mosley is co-host of a radio program called Fresh Air. It airs on your local NPR station every weekday. Now, in that moment, she is teaching a masterclass in interviewing because there's a difference between interviewing someone and actually drawing out something real from them. Influencers have something really great going for them. They're incredible at access. They're incredible at vibes. They're incredible at building relationships and marketing brands. But when it comes to depth, to the uncomfortable conversations, the discomfort, to getting someone to go past their PR talking points, that is where professional journalists still matter. Again, I want to be clear. Influencers are not the enemy. They have moved more people in the direction of being interested in accessing and consuming media. Influencers did this by creating space for voices that traditional journalism ignored. They connect directly with audiences in ways that legacy media still struggles to do. And in many cases, they make celebrities feel relaxed, human, accessible. But here's the key. Here's the key distinction. The goal of influencer interviews is engagement, views, clicks. The goal of journalism is to find the truth, reveal previously hidden information, disclosure. If you watch most influencer interviews, you'll notice a pattern. It's the rapid fire questions, friendly banter. It's, what was your favorite scene? What was it like working with so-and-so? They play games, they do challenges. It's all super fun and a good way to humanize high profile interview subjects. There's a lot of laughter, but there's almost no strategic discomfort. There's rarely a follow-up question that digs deeper. There's rarely a moment where the interviewer lets silence do the work. And without those moments, you do not get the truth. What you get is promotion. Let's go back to that Fresh Air interview.
Can I stop you 1 second? With all due respect, with all due respect, I'm actually not going to talk about this.
Not at all. You're not going to talk about it. And why are you laughing?
What Tonya Mosley did in that moment wasn't accidental. It was technique. He initially resisted the topic. Did you see that? She didn't challenge him. She reframed the question gently, slightly, respectfully, and without probably being fully aware. Because the moment happened so quickly, Delroy knew it was emotionally safe with Tonya. And intellectually, Tonya kind of made it unavoidable for him to answer the question. She mentioned his son. I wondered how you talked with your son about it. How did you talk with Michael B. Jordan afterwards? She didn't attack. She invited. And then came the most powerful tool in interviewing: silence. Humans are wired to fill silence, especially when they start with, I don't want to talk about that, right? They don't want what we call in radio dead air. So when a journalist stays quiet, it gives the guest a choice to sit in that discomfort or expand. And that's when you get the good stuff. Silence is pressure. She also mirrored him. Her tone, her pace, that emotional energy. When you mirror someone psychologically, they unconsciously feel understood. Remember what I said earlier? And when people feel understood, they open up. That's how you artfully move someone from, I'm not going there, to, well, here's what I can tell you. Or, all right, here's how I actually feel about this. This is what professional journalists are trained to do. We are trained to read body language, to recognize when someone is deflecting, to know when a moment is important, or when it's fragile, or when there might be tears, and when and how to tread lightly. We're also comfortable with that discomfort. We're taught not to rescue someone from their own pause. Influencers are trained for engagement, views, likes, followers, subscriptions, clicks. Journalists are trained for digging deep and unearthing information that hasn't been told before. You know, we often think of that journalistic hustle and rigidity and think it only matters when it comes to news or politics or investigative reporting, but it matters in these celebrity interviews too. Celebrities are a huge deal. They help shape the public narrative on things. They remind us what's happening now in the culture. They're the ones that become the quotes in the headlines. I see that happen all the time. Not every journalist gets this right. I'm not going to lie to you. And many of us are feeling the pressure of trying to be more influencer-like. We're hopping on social media, doing all kinds of trends with the backing of our news outlets. Because there's access journalism, there are softball interviews, there are network pressures, brand relationships, but the rigor and the discipline of journalism still gives you the tools, gives you the good stuff, it gives you the ethics, gives you the structure, and it gives you the confidence to sit in silence long enough to get something really deep. So when you watch that moment with Tonya Mosley and Delroy Lindo, what you're seeing is not luck. It isn't charisma, though she's got that. It isn't vibes, it's skill. Influencers are, again, really powerful and they deserve their place in the media landscape. But when the conversation gets tough and when the story gets personal and when the truth is just beneath the surface, leave the tough interviews to the professionals. If you made it this far, thank you. And if you care about stuff like this, about media literacy and interviews and behind the scenes journalism, subscribe to this channel. And let me know in the comments, let me know what interview moment stayed with you because a journalist just knew how to ask the right questions and then stay quiet. I'll see you in the next video.